Let me give it a second here, see if I can load on up. See if I can give me a good. See if you guys can hear me good. Go over a few things today. Good night, America. What's going on here for you guys? Let me see what's going on. Gonna be checking out the markets. As you can see, the US dollar is strong. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm live before I. Make sure I'm live before I get going. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Well, good night, America. Good morning to Tokyo. Good morning to Australia too, by the way. And good night to the Europeans. What do we have here today? The US dollar strength. Okay, I've been saying for a while now that the US dollar is going to be strong. What do we have here? We're on a 4-hour chart, as you guys can see. Let's go to the daily. A few days ago, what happened? What happened? We got big rejection there. What did that mean? It didn't actually want to stay down there, for sure. But it's just been a complete shoot up. This is versus the yen. This is my favorite currency to trade, actually. Look here. Over the past couple of days, it's been complete power. Okay, we've been riding it forever. Now, versus the euro, it's been a few interesting developments. As you can see, it's not the complete shoot down as you would see on the yen. They actually are mimicking the United States dollar. They just said that they're gonna hike 75 basis points as well. That's big news for us. That's big news for the Europeans. Even though they're on they're under pressure from the inflation and everything. They got oil crisis. They're still gonna raise their rates. Interesting. How did that affect the market though? I mean, we just been fiddle far in range. I actually been charting this up. As you can see, this is the no trade zone right here. Over the past couple of days, this is the 4-hour chart. We've just been rejection, 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 rejection. Let me check and make sure nobody's commenting or anything. Yeah, a ton of rejection, man. But let me continue. I hadn't been really trying to sell the euro. I wouldn't buy or sell during this zone. You may see the euro pop, but this is all just waiting until we get finished with the Fed. We got a meeting coming up in October. We're going to see if they're really going to raise again 75 basis points or 50 basis points. This is going to drop to the floor again. Okay, we just reached above parity, which means that 1 euro is above $1 at the same sense, but the euro hates to be below the dollar for some reason. Every time we touch down here, it automatically rejects and turns bullish. But fake flag, I'm not trading euro USD. Let's look at what happened with the pound though. The pound versus the yen, a complete rip show. Last week, the yen fell so far. I'm actually waiting to see if the Japanese officials are going to do something about this, because it's been a complete, I mean, look at the ripper. I mean, let me go to the USD again, because the USD actually is going to show you the weakness of it. Look at this. Secretly, they're smiling about this though. Somebody over there is smiling. They love the yen being at 145. It takes 145 yen to equal a dollar. That's great for the exporters because they're selling it, so their money is, you could say, worthless. It's easier to get their money. So with them being it's just, Ooh, it's hard to explain, but they actually love for their currency to be weaker. They love it, and so, particularly they're smiling. And you know who's to say I'm not smiling? Because I got in far. I've been, you guys know I've been streaming. I actually took a break for a while, but I'm not sure. I may stream the session, this London session. We may stream it again. I'm not sure because we hadn't had any breaking developments because I'm waiting on the yen to act. I see that the euro is going to act, but hey, what are we going to do with the euro? Look at the euro versus the yen. Weakness versus weakness. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. The euro exploded against the yen. The euro exploded against the yen. This is all off of the them guys. Well, the lady Christine Lagarde, she said that we're gonna raise rates. They're gonna combat inflation as well. It's interesting times, man. Me personally, I'm waiting on the USD to fall now. I'm waiting on the USD to fall. We have to have some sort of optimistic, because I'm ready to buy the pound. I want the pound to drop so far down. If the pound drops to parity, we're in a different, man, you're talking real crazy then. I actually want to buy the pound against the yen. I mean against the dollar, as well as the yen. I want to buy the pound as well as against the yen, but it's showing brutal force against the yen. But the US dollar, and it may be next year when I get ready to buy that, but I want to see this drop farther. I want to see it drop. How low can it go? I don't know. I don't know. We just gotta see. We just gotta see. It's a waiting game. Hey, Duke, it's all love, bro. You know it ain't nothing but love, man. We just trying to explain to him what's going on. Trying to take that next step, man. This pair right here has been a darling. Has been a darling. Yesterday, I mean, after the holiday, guys, 200 pip moves. I mean, we up like 400 pips. Cause you talking about round, man. That's, everything. What goes up must come down. So I need some rejection here. I want to see a big red candle like that, so that I can clear out and knock out all the stop losses, so that we can heavy trade now. Because now it's time to go heavy, guys. As you can see, all we have seen is bullish momentum. We got, when is that? Later on this month, we have the Fed meeting again, and we're going to see if they're going to stand on what they've been saying. And pretty much they said they're going to stand on what they have been saying. The market hasn't tanked to the floor, so that hasn't given them an incentive to just slow down. They're going to continue to raise. So we're just going to act with them. We're going to be like them. We're going to raise too. Let me see here. But yeah, this is going to be a quick one here. Quick review. As you can see right now, man, check it out. This a buy flag right here too for someone. It's a buy flag. You catch, let me see here for the day. On the 4-hour chart, the Aussie has been doing great. They bank, they're right behind us as well. They're coming with pressure. Let me see here. Look at this. It's already face rejection right here. Boom. What do you think gonna happen? What do you think gonna happen, man? Not red. We catch a buy zone around here, it's gonna fall again eventually. It's gonna catch some people up here, and we gotta see some rejection. They rejected here for a reason. We can be googly eyed about everything, but it faced some pressure right here for a reason. I'm not sure if we wanna Ignore it. But false flag alert. I feel like this thing gonna fall some more. Just a little kickback because we gotta make sure we continue to watch the news. That's why the news is so important. Pay attention to what's going on in the market. Pay attention to what the Fed is saying. Pay attention to what the Australian bank is saying. Those guys are they forecast like crazy. They tell us what's gonna happen. Okay, you can jump in here and go you can go purely off technical analysis, and I'm not the one. You go off all sediment. I go off sediment and I go off analysis. We have to be careful. We got to think about what we're doing. We got to be careful when trading. The Australian dollar, one of my favorites too. But this is not a pair that I'm super interested in because I want to see. I want to compete. I want to continue to beat on the yen. Therefore, I'm going back to the U.S. dollar. I'm trying to enter. I see a lot of jibber jab. We're gonna have to see if it get down here. I'm not sure if you guys can see me draw a little trend line. I don't know. Look at that. That's cricket. But if it can come, you seen all that. That happened for a reason. It exploded. The past couple of days it's been womp, womp, womp. But I'm sure this is a buy signal coming soon. Once it fall a little bit, it's just making room for the jump, and it's going to be a great excuse for the jump. It's going to make the chart so much more pretty. It's just a jackknife chart right now. It need a little bit more red. Look at that, boom, 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 boom. Couple red days. Today it may fall a little bit, the queen died today, so I'm not even sure how that will affect the major markets, but whatever, man. Whatever. But as far as sentiment, it's looking risk on, so I'm sure the NASDAQ is gonna fly. I'm sure the S&P 500 is gonna fly, and you can look at Apple increasing. Let's look at the United States dollar versus the Canadian dollar. You see weakness in the dollar. Look at that. That's pretty too. This is the daily chart here. I'm not interested in the trading power versus power. I don't want to trade the United States dollar versus Canadian dollar until the Fed gets finished. I'm just not. This looking like oh man, it's gonna be a jackknife. You can buy and try to push it up, but yours truly not thinking that way. Kudos to the Canadian dollar though. Kudos to the Canadian dollar. I'm sure it's gonna, do its thing, but let's go back to the euro. Weakness versus weakness. The euro was a great buy, man. Man. That surprise, that's all their Fed, well their bank. And they surprised everybody with that. With all the pressure that's going on with the weakness, we was wondering how far down the euro could have went, but it's shot straight up. But I'm sure that it's gonna shoot back down. If you compare it to the U.S. dollar, it ain't make that much of an abrupt move. You see what I'm saying? Cause that's power. The U.S. dollar too powerful to be folded. Today is actually doing great. Past hours, and as we speak, we see a lot of green. Kudos to you if you bought it. What is this? The Open? Yeah. It's actually the Chinese Open right now as we speak. China Open and it's exploding. The euro is doing great. But, yeah, man. I'm just going to sum it up right there. As far as sentiment, like I said, risk on, which means the dollar may see some more weakness. Yeah, the dollar may see some more weakness. But in these times, I would buy the Aussie dollar versus the yen. Yep. Or the pound versus the yen. During risk on. So we see some rejection now. But let's see. Look how nasty it look. That's just rejecting off that. It's a buy flag right here. We in perfect timing to buy. You know, I would set my stop loss right here. Let's see. I would set my stop loss, man, right here. Boom. Well, move that up. And I would go ahead and, well, I would buy. Shit. Let's keep it real. I'll buy around here. Well, I mean, I'll be getting ready to buy right now. That thing could potentially go up, man. You know, you trading, you could potentially go back up here and fold. Or we may be facing a super rejection. Who knows how far, but who wants to buy the yen? You know what I'm saying? Someone may would want to sell the pound, but who would want to buy the yen right now? The sentiment has totally changed. It blew me out the water. I was wondering, you know, so my trade's been rolling, but the pound has, since we met, you know, the pound has risen and the euro has repaired. So we'll see if it'll fall back again. Boom. Yeah, but I'm watching. We're going to continue to watch the dollar. We're going to continue to watch the dollar. Look at the ugly yank around. These yanked us around so much, man. Look. But overall, man, overall, think about the big picture, guys. What are we seeing on the big picture here? This daily chart. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. We're just seeing continued momentum. I'm invested in the dollar at this point, like, you know. I feel like the dollar, this is what I feel. I feel like the dollar gonna continue to shoot up. Later on this month, we're gonna continue to see pressure. How high can we go? I'm not sure, man. We already at all-time highs. You know. How far will Japan let us beat on them? How far will Japan let us pick on that per currency? You know. It's a bunch of jibber jab right now. It's actually a good buy flag down here too, though. That's support. We're actually entering support. Let me change the color here. Yeah. We entering support right here. That thing, you know, you buy that thing, you can see, you can get in the drama if you want to. Get in the drama, guys. Be brave. Nah. Be careful. That's what you do. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm already holding. We are all-time highs still. We can re-engage. We'll see if the yen weakens some more, but we got to make some more room. How much more can we? You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. As you can see, that candle wasn't nothing. If you would have got in the day before, but when was that? Right after the holidays, Tuesday. Man, it was, boy. That thing shot up, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and end right now. Got some things I gotta handle, but we're gonna be streaming on Twitch for sure. The European session, but yeah, I'm on Facebook and whatnot now. I'm not sure who all involved, but good night to y'all out there in America. Good morning, Australia. Good morning, Tokyo. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We're at the head.